Today is March 30th. Welcome to Big Book Daily. My name is Rob. I am an alcoholic. It is a thrill, honor, and joy to be here with you today as we journey through the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the 12 steps and 12 traditions. Today out of the Big Book, we are on Chapter 6, In Action. We'll be reading page 76. And apparently, because I don't know how to count, we actually read ahead yesterday out of the 12 and 12. So we'll go ahead and skip that today. But tomorrow we'll return to step 11. But of course, we'll read the 24 hours a day and daily reflection. So with that, hope you all are doing well this morning, my friends. Life is good over here. It's a Monday, but that's okay. We don't have to think about the whole week and all the stuff we've got to do. Just got to focus on the 24 hours ahead. And as I'm recording this, it's about 3 in the morning, so I've only got like 21 hours to go. Plus there's some sleep hours in there, so really it's not that big of a deal. So with that, let's go ahead and get to the good stuff. All right, my friends. So if you recall from yesterday's reading, it's kind of funny. So 75 talks about, some of the fifth step promises here, and they are beautiful. And then it says, returning home, we find a place where we can be quiet for an hour. So we get a whole hour of rest, carefully reviewing what we've done, looking back at steps 1 through 5 before moving on to step 6. So that's what page 76 is all about. As a matter of fact, I think we're going to be reading 6 and 7 today, or as the kids say, 6, 7. So again, we're on 76. If we can answer to our satisfaction, we then look at step 6. We have emphasized willingness as being indispensable. Are we now ready to let God remove from us all the things that we have admitted are objectionable? Can He now take them all? Every one. If we still cling to something we will not let go, we ask God to help us be willing. When ready, we say something like this: My Creator, I am now willing that you should have all of me, good and bad. I pray that you now remove from me every single defect of character which stands in the way of my usefulness to you and my fellows. Grant me strength as I go out from here to do your bidding. Amen. We have then completed step 7. Now we need more action, without which we find that faith without works is dead. Let's look at steps 8 and 9. We have a list of all persons we had harmed and to whom we are willing to make amends. We made it when we took inventory. We subjected ourselves to a drastic self-appraisal. Now, we go out to our fellows and repair the damage done in the past. We attempt to sweep away the debris which is accumulated out of our effort to live on self-will and run the show ourselves. If we haven't the will to do this, we ask until it comes. Remember that it was agreed at the beginning that we would go to any lengths for victory over alcohol. Probably there are still some misgivings. As we look over the list of business acquaintances and friends that we've hurt, we may feel diffident about going to some of them on a spiritual basis. Let us be reassured. To some people, we need not and probably should not emphasize a spiritual feature on our first approach. "24 hours a day, March 30th. AA thought for the day. Before I met AA, I was very unloving. From the time I went away to school, I paid very little attention to my mother and father. I was on my own and didn't even bother to keep in touch with them. After I got married, I was very unappreciative of my spouse. Many a time I would go out all by myself and have a good time. I paid too little attention to our children and didn't try to understand them or show them affection. My few friends were only drinking companions, not real friends. Have I gotten over loving nobody but myself? Meditation for the day. Be calm, be true, be quiet. Do not get emotionally upset by anything that happens around you. Feel a deep inner security in the goodness and purpose in the universe. Be true to your highest ideals. Do not let yourself slip back into the old ways of reacting. Stick to your spiritual guns. Be calm always. Do not talk back or defend yourself too much against accusation, whether false or true. Accept criticism as well as you accept praise. Only God can judge the real you. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may not be upset by the judgment of others. I pray that I may let God be the judge of the real me. Daily Reflection, March 30th. Our group conscience. Sometimes the good is the enemy of the best. Alcoholics Anonymous Comes of Age, page 101. I think these words apply to every area of AA's three legacies: recovery, unity, and service. I want them etched in my mind and life as I trudge the road of happy destiny. These words, often spoken by the co-founder Bill W., were appropriately said to him as the result of the group's conscience. It brought home to Bill W. the essence of our second tradition. Our leaders are but trusted servants. They do not govern. Just as Bill W. was originally urged to remember, I think that in our group discussions, we should never settle for the good, but always strive to attain the best. These common strivings are yet another example of a loving God as we understand Him, expressing Himself through the group conscience. Experiences such as these help me stay on the proper path of recovery. I learn to combine initiative with humility, responsibility with thankfulness, and thus relish the joys of living my 24-hour program. All right, my friends, some short reading today, but some great stuff. And I know how this goes, and you probably do too, right? Usually when we have a shorter day of reading, I'm like, oh, it's going to be a short show, and then I start rambling. But I'm going to do 4 minutes, time me. So first of all, the current reading, the daily reflection reading, I always heard the quote, sometimes we have to say no to good things to say yes to the best things. Like maybe signing up to do X, Y, and Z for work and, or signing up to do all these different plans and everything for everybody else. But if I'm skimping on my program and I'm putting other things before my sobriety, that's not good. And eventually, I will lose all the other good things because I wasn't cultivating the best thing, which is my sobriety and service to others. And then going back to the big book real fast, holy cow. It's like you go through 3 steps in one page. And I mean, it moves fast on page 76. I apologize. I had said it was just steps 6 and 7, but also 8 and 9 are mentioned on page 76. And just to go back to step 6 real quick, and I know we talked about it a while ago in the 12 and 12. Are we now ready to let God remove from us all the things that which we admitted are objectionable? Can He now take them all, every one? I remember, sorry, I have to put my cat down. Say hi, Ray. Sorry, my co-host wanted a special appearance. But I remember when I looked at step 6, I thought to myself, wait a minute. How am I going to be perfect? But I don't think that's what it's asking for here is are we willing to grow along these spiritual lines? Are we willing to keep an open mind and never say never to our higher power removing some of these defects of character? I think that's kind of what it's talking about. And as the 12 and 12 clarifies, aside from step 1, all of these other steps are just perfect ideals, our North Star that we can strive for. But we're never going to get 100% perfectly right. And then the 7th step prayer. Isn't that beautiful? I pray, I'm on the wrong page. I'm now willing that you should have all of me. Good and bad, so everything. I pray that you now remove from me every single defect of character which stands in the way of my usefulness to you. and my fellows. Grant me strength as I go out from here to do your bidding. I love that. To pray for the willingness. Like, there are some things in my life that I was like, oh, take it. I don't want this anymore. All right, alcohol being at the top of the list. But what about food, Rob? What about laziness? What about lust for other women aside from your wife, buddy? Are you willing to give all that up? What about the selfishness? The wrong motives? Are you willing to give that up? And for the things that I'm not willing to give up, I pray to my higher power to be willing to give them up. And by degree, bit by bit, working at it over and over and over again, because for me, I'm a slow learner, it's in the reps. By turning it over every single day to my higher power, yes, I do become willing to give certain things up. And sometimes the price was pain to be willing enough to give something up. But sometimes that's what it takes. But hopefully today, March 30th, I will take the easier and softer way and just give it up because it's the right thing to do. To carry out His will for my life. But anyway, my friends, I better hop off here. I think my 4 minutes is over. But I hope you all have a great day today. If you were sober today, I hope you know that you're a miracle. And those who love you are very proud of you. And if you're not sober, I hope you know that you're a miracle as well. That you are worthy of recovery. And I pray that you get the help that you need today. You don't have to do it alone. This is a we program, and we've got your back. And my friends, if we are given another set of 24 hours, I sincerely look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.